each other. Liv listened for emotion in Gabe's voice, but heard none. At least they had that in common. Maybe they were both in shock. Maybe they both had hearts as cold as a northern Minnesota winter. Or maybe they were both healthy, well-adjusted, compassionate human beings, except when it came to family. No shame in that. It's why we have self-help books and moving boxes. Liv turned away from the window and sat on the couch next to her laptop. She scrolled through Facebook and said, "Diana told me Mack had been acting strange lately." "What does that mean?" said Gabe. "Strange how?" "She said Mack seemed anxious, nervous, couldn't sleep. Weird, right? And that he talked about us a lot." "That is strange," said Gabe. "Mack wanted nothing to do with us. How did Diana sound?" "Destroyed," said Liv. "Totally destroyed. Her husband died." So much distance lay between Liv and Gabe. 3,000 miles, 3 time zones, and 3 decades of disharmony. They had never liked one another. At least that's how Liv remembered it. But that couldn't have been completely true. Their brother Mack was half a generation older and rarely around. Their parents were busy running the family resort, leaving Liv and Gabe to fend for themselves. Liv and Gabe must have found a way to get along at least some of the time. And yet, after graduating high school in consecutive years, they each moved away from northern Minnesota. Liv went east, Gabe went west. They'd seen each other only a handful of times since, a handful of times in the past 20 years. Gabe said, "When's the funeral?" "Thursday," said Liv. A short pause, then. "I wonder why Diana called you." Here we go, thought Liv. Gabe just learned his brother died, and a minute later he's wondering why Gabe's widow had called Liv first, and not him. This was where Liv had to be careful. She'd never put Gabe down for not going to college. She'd never poo-pooed his dream of being a rock star. She'd never denigrated his parade of odd jobs while he chased that dream. Liv had never boasted about her accomplishments. And yet, Gabe had a hair-trigger inferiority complex. "I don't know," Liv said. "She had to call one of us first." "I should give Diana a ring," said Gabe. "Yeah," said Liv. "You should. She'd appreciate it." "Are you going to the funeral?" "Of course," said Liv. "I mean, we have to, right? Doesn't matter if we hardly ever saw Mack. He's our brother. We're the closest blood relatives he has." Gabe hesitated, then said, "Do airlines still have discounts for a death in the family?" Money. Another topic where Liv had to be careful. Liv and Gabe weren't friends in real life, but they were on Facebook, which allowed her to peek into his world, if only voyeuristically. In the photos he'd posted, he never wore anything nicer than jeans and a t-shirt. His apartment appeared small and modest. His travels seemed limited to day trips in Southern California, Mount Baldy, Malibu, San Diego. Liv was obviously doing a lot better than Gabe when it came to finances. "Gabe, don't sweat it," said Liv. "I have tons of miles. They're going to expire soon. I can get your ticket." "Really?" "No, not really. Last year, Liv cashed in 300,000 miles to fly Cooper and herself to Paris first class." "Yeah," lied Liv. "Use 'em or lose 'em. I can get your hotel, too." "Thanks," said Gabe. "Appreciate it." Yeah, of course." Liv heard her husband's footsteps on the narrow wooden staircase leading up to the 3rd floor. Their townhouse was 30 feet deep and 20 feet wide and 200 years old and, Liv often thought, the foundation of their relationship. They'd lucked into Bedford Street in their mid-20s. They'd pooled every resource they had and then some to buy it. Liv couldn't imagine living anywhere else. She was about to call out to her husband when her laptop dinged. She looked at her screen and saw the notification. It was an email from Mack Alstrom. Mack Alstrom, her and Gabe's older brother. Their older brother who had died hours ago. Liv's throat went dry. She manipulated the pointer on her screen to hover over the email. Her fingers trembled. She took a deep breath and clicked on it. Chapter 2. Gabe hadn't taken Liv's call.